I'm working on Christmas ornaments again today, and I've been making a lot of my ornaments out of molds, out of the resin or the clay molds, and I really like what I'm doing, so I'm going to show you how today that I'm doing this. See, this is one. This is the mold when I first poured it, and then this is the second pour. So you have to pour them 2 times to get it to work the way you want it. And see, this one is one. This one I poured as a frame, and then I poured it again. So I'm going to show you the second step of getting them done. See, this happens to be one of the molds. Anything you've got that's a frame mold you can use. By the way, my name is Judy Mullins, and I am with Vintage to Chic is my business name. This is a real good one. This is redesigned by Prima, and this one, and then see, this is the way it came out after I finished it. This is the way, because when I poured it the second time, I put a back in it. So I'm going to show you today how that I do that. I use resin. It's called Let's Resin, and I buy it on Amazon. And I buy it in the larger containers in these, so it's 30 ounces in each container. And I'm not sure what I can't remember what it costs. Seems like it's in the 30s. And I like these little small cups. Sometimes I pour in a big cup, but I don't like that as much because I'm really bad to, if I pour a big cup like this and I don't use it on 1 or 2 molds, then it begins to set up before you can get it poured out of there. Because you've only got 2 minutes total to work on this stuff. So within 2 minutes, see, now this is one I started and I run out of resin because I was pouring others. So you can do that. You can pour one, and if you don't get it filled, you can go back with your next pour and finish filling that, and it just dries right over top of each other. So I'm going to mix me up some resin here, and I've got some different molds laid out so that you always want to lay out a few extra pieces so that you don't waste your resin. You want to make a few different size ones. See, now this is a frame that I poured this morning. And I've got some others over here that I'm going to take out of the molds and show you where I've poured them. But what I've done, I poured this one and made it into a frame, and this one. Then I take a mold and turn it over, and this time I'm going to pour on the back side. So you want a mold that will fit your piece will lay on. And when you take your piece out of the mold, be sure that it's flat. You know, you want it to be a good flat. So sometimes we take them out of the mold when they're a little bit warm and they may bend a little bit. Well, be sure that you lay it over on something flat and let it dry so that it's totally flat. Okay, I'm going to mix me some resin. These little cups here I buy these from Amazon, and they're the rubber ones, which you can take it out, so they last a long time. I'm going to put it over here where I'm out of, not to get it on anything. And I usually go with about the 80, I think that's milligrams. Yeah, about 80 milligrams at a time. So I put the one in, and then I put the other one in. You got an A and a B. And then you got about 45 seconds to stir this. So I've got a clock up here, sits right here in my shop up on the wall, and I just time it for about 45 seconds. But if you're holding on to that in this little rubber cup, as you get to your point, it will heat up in your hand. And when you feel the heat off of that is when it's ready for you to pour. These little wooden sticks, I think, are tongue depressors. I buy them, I think, at the Dollar Tree. I can feel it beginning to heat up now, and I'm on about 40 seconds. So I'm going to do about 10 seconds more, and then I'm going to pour it in my molds. Okay, now I'm going to take this one. See, I've got my molds laying flat here on the back of another mold, and I'm just going to pour this on the inside of it. Very lightly, take it right around on the inside of that mold. Doesn't take very much. I'm going to go right on the inside of this one. Sometimes a little bit of it will leak out along the edges, but you can take care of that. You can cut that off. See, that mold, I had a little bit there that didn't pour good. And this one I haven't completely poured, so I'm going to go on down through here and finish pouring this one that I was pouring a while ago when I run out of resin. Okay, now I'm going to go over here. I've got enough, I think, to do this big one again. Do this somewhere where I'm sitting here at my work table, but I would have it over here on my extra place and not have it on my work table here because I wouldn't want to leave it set and not have to work on it. Okay, I'm going to pour this on the inside of this other one because I'll go back later and refill when I have more resin. You can just let that little spot dry in there and then go right back in with your next pour. Now in these rubber containers, that will dry in there, and then you can just squeeze it back and forth and you can clean all. See, when you squeeze it after it's dried in the cup, when you squeeze it, it'll all pop right out of there and you're ready to use them again. Now this one's running out a little bit over on the side. Sometimes they'll do that, which is no big deal because you can take your scissors and you can trim that off. I use these little bitty scissors when I'm working, and I will trim that excess off that comes out from under it. This round one is pretty flat. That means I didn't have that one perfectly flat when I done it. I'm going to put my resin up over here because I'm finished for what I'm doing with it now, and then I'm going to show you one over here that I have finished and take it out of the mold. See here, this was one I made a few minutes ago. See if that's the one I use. Okay, that's that round one. This is a redesigned by Prima, and they don't have names on theirs, but that's a frame mold. Has this one and this one I use a lot of. But that is the round one that I showed you. See, that's that round one come out of there. Okay, now this is one I've poured, put the second pour in it, and now I'm going to pop it right off of the back of that. You need it on that rubber surface to get it off of. Okay, see how pretty that is on the back? That just popped right out of there. And I can go in, I will go in with my sander, little electric sander I have here. This little thing here is what I use, a little sander. I think it's called a mouse. Joe got me that brings me that from the wood shop. And I use that to sand with, so I will sand the back off of that. And then I'm ready to use, and I'll drill a hole in it, and it's ready to go. So I've got that one, and here is two more. This is two more that I've had on the thing ready to come out. See this one? I got this one kind of thin in there, but I don't think it will matter. See, I had it, it's kind of a thin piece, but all I needed was to get it into the middle, so that worked out good too. And then I've got this one. This is a really nice one. And I'm not sure what this mold, let me see if I have this mold. Okay, that's probably this one. Okay, it is. So I can give you the name of this one. This is an IOD mold called Frames. And I poured this big one. This big one right here is the one I poured. And then I poured it again. And these others you can pour as solid ones. And then I just take a little screwdriver thing, a little, now see, this is the one. See how pretty this one is? I poured it, and then I put the thing. This one is really a pretty one. I think that was a whole mold, though. Okay, I think I've got them. See, here's some other little ones I've poured and ready to make into the second one. But I'm really looking forward to this one, this round one here. I think it came from Temu, and it don't have a name or anything on it. So just look on Amazon. For my ladies in my private group, I went on Amazon and just put in frame molds, and you'll find all kinds of them. So I hope I've taught you something. Be sure and show us what you do. Have a good day.